Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye, a blind box opening. I'm your host, Blind Prime. Today we're going to be opening Ironhide and Prowl Studio Series 86 Buzzworthy Bumblebee 2-pack. But first, I want to tell you a cool story that happened to me this week. I have a newspaper here. Why do I have a newspaper here? I don't read newspapers. I mean, I'd like to read newspapers, but, physically I'm unable. Anyway, the newspaper here has an article about me and blindness and accessibility in the central state of Florida, like North Central Florida's accessibility programs and stuff like that, like the Lions Club and whatnot. It's the Florida Independent Alligator, and my name is in the front. And there's a link to my channel at the end of it. It was really cool. So on Sunday, I get a message on my Reddit account from a journalist. And at first, I was like, okay, this is a new type of scam. So let me go ahead and validate this. So after a few minutes of going back and forth, me making sure that this is actually a reporter from the Alligator and not some person from another country trying to steal my social security number or phone number or something like that. Anyway, they were real, and color me surprised. So I am putting this newspaper away so the cat doesn't rip into it or something. I want to keep it forever uh, because my name's in it, and it was really neat. So they talked to me about it. They wanted to know like how I have been dealing with blindness in the state of Florida and what happened to me to make me go blind, the typical questions. So I explained about, the fact I had a degrading eye condition. And then in 20, when I was the age of 16, I was declared legally blind. Worst birthday of my life. Most people have a sweet 16. I had a sour 16. Get those two together and you get, add some chicken and you got a meal. Anyway, so I also told him that in 2017 I had a surgery. It went terribly wrong, and I lost what remaining vision I had left. But I told them also, I was dealing with difficult emotions. All the negative emotions were happening to me. It was a plethora of negative emotions. It was a freaking party of negative emotions in my head. And well, I'm not a destructive type. I don't like destroying. Destroying just feels wrong to me. I can't even, modify things I own for fear of destroying them. If I modify something I own, I have to be careful about it because I don't want to destroy it. I want to make it better. And I'm not a destroyer. At the end of the day, that's who I am. I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. Now, like if I get really, really mad, yeah, but I may destroy something, but at the same time, I will feel terrible about it. So I told him this. I'm like, look, I take these negative emotions, negative feelings, all this negative stuff, and I apply it. I take it and I realize this is a source of energy. It's just that I have to figure out how to use that energy. And I take it and I create channels and I apply that energy towards goals. And it's not easy to do. But once you figure out how to do it, because everybody does it different, everybody's chemistry is different, so you got to figure it out for yourself. We can just tell you that it can happen, it can be done. You can take those negative emotions, those negative feelings, all that negativity, and you can transform it into positivity through creation. Take the negativity, create. Take the negativity, clean. Sometimes I deal with my feelings by just cleaning the kitchen, because at the end of cleaning the kitchen, what do you have? You've got a spotless kitchen that shines. I mean, I imagine it shines. In my head, there's little sparkles going off everywhere in the kitchen after I'm done cleaning it, like in the cartoons. And that's one of the positives about being blind. You can live life in a cartoon if you imagine it right. So I do that, and I created this channel to deal with negative emotions, and put it towards a positive goal. And the positive goal of this channel is to make blindness easier for the people that are experiencing it now. I want the next generation to have it easier than my generation had it. That's life. That's how we're supposed to be, right? We're supposed to make sure that the next group has it better than us, because the next group has got their own weird problems and issues. And we've got to help them deal with those issues by ensuring they don't have to deal with the weird problems and issues we had to deal with. If we can ensure that they don't deal with our problems and issues, that we figure out those, then when they come across their own unique problems and issues that they will have in their life, they don't have to worry about the problems and issues that were existing before their life. And that's my hope. if everybody works together, then we can make the world a better place for the next generation. And isn't that all we ever want? We want our children to have a better world than we. So that's what I do here, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Whether or not I'm succeeding at it, I don't really know, but it feels right, and so I do. Anyway, that's a bit about me and the reporter. That was really cool. They did an article about it. They posted a link to my YouTube channel, though I have not seen a single bump in subscribers. So it's like, all right, nobody reads the newspaper anymore. I'm sorry, alligator. I really hope more people read your newspaper. I could tell that there's not that many because I'm still sitting at 1,085, and I've been sitting at 1,085 since Friday. So it's I guess this article hasn't really gotten a lot of traction yet, but maybe it will. We don't know. It's still neat. If you want to check it out, go to the UFFloridaAlligator.com or whatever their website is. Honestly, I don't know the website. Just Google it. I'd Google it right now, but my phone's being used to record this. So anyway, all right, that's all done. That's all out of the way. We're done talking about that stuff. Sorry about the tangent. But I hope you learned something. I'm just really excited. All right, let's bring in these guys. These guys are cool, okay? I am really excited about this. And I want to make a reference first off and foremost before really getting into this box, how awesome this box is, okay? Because that's thick cardboard. It's not the thickest cardboard, but it's definitely thicker than everything we've gotten in Transformers Legacy. Transformers Generations Legacy has given us just the outright crappiest packaging I've ever experienced in my life. Okay? If you sneeze on it, it will rip. It's like somebody took card stock that they don't even use for Magic the Gathering cards, and they're like, well, let's make boxes out of this to save some money. And how about we increase the price of the Transformer at the same time to make more money while saving money? Yeah! Imagine they have a giant cigar in their mouth while they're saying that. It's just little curls of smoke coming up, and they're sitting behind a big executive desk with their guts slammed over the top of the desk just a little bit. I imagine that. I never have good imagination pieces about individuals who have a lot of money and power. Anyway, let's move over here and pull out this thing. This thing's really cool. This thing is really cool. So let's pull the little tray out that's got the Transformers in it. All right, and what do we get behind the tray? Let's see. We got all sorts of things back here. We got to untie and untwist. Ooh, Lord. Wow. There's a lot going on back here. Where are the accessories, though? Shouldn't they be back here hanging out? Like glued to the back of the thing? Or something like that? No accessories on the back of this. Where's the accessories at? Are they in here? Let's see. All right. Let's see. No, they're not in here. But I think this is a wonderful little piece of cardboard. Man, it's pretty nice. Really sturdy. I like it. I like that they do the folds on the ends so it can actually stay stationary and not like fall apart or anything. That's neat. I like it. But where are the accessories? Well, there's the instruction manual we don't need. Okay. Yeah, instruction manual. But no accessories? What's going on here? Let's get this stuff out. Let's see. Oh, found them. Found them. They're down here at the bottom. Found them. Oh, and you put them on the... that's nasty. You could have put these accessories in the back so we didn't have to damage this cardboard. I'm sure it looks pretty. Let's see. Oh. Come on now. Yeah. Oh, man. I just ripped the cardboard a bit. Aw, nuts. I didn't want to do that. Why did they put the tape on the... Here? Yeah, you people at Hasbro, I swear. You could have just put the tape on the back of the box like everything else you have. But no. You've got to be... You're smart about it. You got to be like, we'll put them on the front, on the painted part of the cardboard, because, we know people like to keep this stuff, so let's make sure we can damage this stuff as much as possible. Yeah.
Get off that. Get off that, you little. Oh, Lord, there's so much tape used here. This is an obscene amount of tape. Come on. You did not need to put 4 pieces of tape and wrapped it in a piece of tape. Good grief. Good grief. Too much tape. A lot of tape. Way too much tape here for this thing that feels like a giant spider egg. Okay. Let's open up the giant spider egg in a minute. We'll just keep the giant spider egg off to the side because we got a tiny spider egg over here. We gotta get this spider egg out. Yeah. Let's not rip it. Let's not rip it. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, and let's not rip it. Let's not tear anything. Come on, careful. Careful now. Carefully. Carefully. Ah, there we got it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Only got that little bit of tear down here at this side, and that sucks. I hate the fact that there was a little tear there, but we got. That's it. That was the only bad spot. We're good. We're good. Take that tape off because it's just gonna get everywhere. Good grief. Nuts! I accidentally taped my fingers. Okay. All right. Let's get into this thing. So flip it upside down and let's break in. Okay. So for today, we're just going to try and really talk about the differences between these two guys and their original releases. And do like a compare-contrast, see how the mold degradations occurred, if there is any mold degradation. All right, we got that one untied. Now, where's the next piece? There it is. All right, I do appreciate the fact that these seem to be easy to untie until I came across this one here. What in the world did they do here? You know, they usually just spin these things. But today they did not. I gotta go get some scissors. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we got some scissors. Let's break into this. Good grief. I was not expecting this thing to be tied back here. Good. Yeah. I don't have a wheelie chair. I've got to like pick it up and move it around. All right. So far, you are proving to be very annoying. Very, very annoying, Mr. Box. You didn't twist these things. You tied these things. That's so odd. I do wish there was some more standardization in how these things were packaged. Like some of these guys are just these pieces are just twisted together, and then others the pieces are tied together, and then in others it's just plastic that you definitely have to cut, and there's no way to get around it. It's just like come on, Hasbro, pick a lane. Just pick what you're going to do and do it. Stop trying to experiment and do everything all the time. I am a lover of standardization. I am a lover of things, being similar, even if they're different. You could have had the packaging be the same as the other stuff, where these stupid cardboard ties are just twisted together real tightly by a machine. You could have done that, and it would have been nice. But no. Can't have any of that. Oh, there he goes, and there he goes. Cool, I saved them. I rescued them both from the interiors of the hideous box. Now that we've got them all rescued, and we've damaged the box a bit, and wow, alright, let's take a look at these guys. There's one, here's the other one. Now, there's a problem with this guy I want to check first. Oh, that's nice. That's actually stiffer than the other guy. And, but the heel's not down. Really? Really? How are you not going to put his heel down? What's going on with his heel? It's not working. There it goes. Okay, there it is. And there it is. Yeah, why aren't your heels in the right spot? Totally weird. There you go. Got your heels out now. Alright, let's take a look at the differences between these two. First off, right, that piece is the same. That piece is the same. Let's see Prowl's joints. Not bad. Not bad. The shake test, nothing's wiggling. So Prowl's good. But then again, the Dachshund mold, they haven't used it as often as I thought they would, honestly. So mold degradation on the Dachshund mold's not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, let's set Ironhide over here for a second, and let's bring out. Where you at, Prowl? Prowl? Oh, you fell. All right, here's Prowl from uh, from the 2-pack from Earthrise. I know he's a few years old now. Let's take a look. All right, we got Prowl versus Prowl here. Let's do the shake test. All right. Actually, this Prowl is really, really floppy compared to this Prowl. This Prowl's pretty sturdy. New Prowl is better so far. New Prowl is better. I don't like. Never liked this guy's knees. How loose they are. It has kind of sucked because he does like to just randomly fall backwards. The Dachshund's knees are all terrible, in my opinion. That's why I didn't really like the mold too much. I thought it was okay, but it definitely needed some work. And here, that's stiffer. That's good. I like that. That's nice. So that's some good stuff going on right there. The major difference between these two characters is the fact that is one of your legs longer than the other one, dude? Huh? No. Okay, good. The big difference between them, of course, is the battle damage on the front. On Prowl here from Earthrise, we have no battle damage on the front left of his chest. There it goes. You stand up straight. Yeah. But on Prowl from the Studio Series 86 line, has got this little peg right there, so you can plug a blast effect in and make him give him some damage and stuff. This is Prowl before he perishes, so that's cool. And there doesn't seem to be any more battle damage to him. I thought they would at least give like something, some more, but that's it. Just that one little spot. That is not bad. He's actually a better figure overall than OG Prowl here from Earthrise. That's cool. I like that. I do appreciate that this new Prowl is at least seems to be a sturdier sculpt. Maybe it was the extra paint they used that helped tighten the joints up. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and say that new Prowl from Studio Series 86 is the superior Prowl. Other than that little battle damage on the front of him, which I think you could be able to kit bash and take this chest piece off of him and replace it with the chest piece from this Prowl. That could happen. So let's set the Prowls down and let's bring out the Ironhides because there's not really much more to talk about with the Prowls that are different. The Ironhides, though, seem to be very different. But not insanely very different. Just I'm checking the feet because that's an important thing I want to look at. Yeah. Okay, so the plastic on the feet is definitely different. That means that for him here, they didn't use clear plastic, which I was a bit upset that they used clear plastic at all because what are we going to see on the inside of this vehicle mode, huh? Robot parts? It annoyed me. And like, okay, look, there's a time and a place for clear plastic, and that time and place was not Ironhide. There's nothing to see on the inside of him unless they went through the trouble of adding extra sculpt work, which they could have done, honestly, but they didn't. So let's take a look at the major difference between the two, which is the fact that his new Ironhide's front window is completely shattered. It is just broken up, and there's battle damage on the inside, and there's a siege port so that you could plug a cannon in so he could shoot cannons from his chest. Nah, I'm joking. It's for the blast effects for his death scene. They're basically, like I said, they're the same figure. It's just that they weigh different. New Ironhide from Studio Series 86. Let's see. Let's switch them in hands and no, they're actually the same weight. Surprise, surprise. But new Prowl does feel like he weighs just a smidge more, and that's probably because they took out the clear plastic and they put in some blue plastic, from what I hear people say. Yeah, that's about it for differences with them. Mold degradation? None. This guy? He's actually got some wiggle to it. This dude doesn't. Oh, Nuts! Did I save it? I saved it. It didn't fall on the floor this time. Okay, let's put that back. Hey, piece. Piece, go back. Go back. There you are. That's a good piece. Okay, let's put old Ironhide next to Cliff Jumper. Let's bring out Cliff Jumper and do a little size comparison. Look at Cliff Jumper. Yeah, I didn't get the Studio Series 86 Cliff Jumper. This one we'll just have to do. Of course, things are going to fall over because random reasons. Okay, that's Studio Series 86 Ironhide and Studio Series 86 Prowl in their battle damaged modes. Let's go ahead and open up these accessory kits. Let's talk about them and close out the video. So far, I like these figures. I think that they're great additions. They're updates. I do wish that they had come up with a better mold than the Dachshund mold. So many people are a fan of it, but I'm just not. I don't like the hollowness on the backs of the legs. It just doesn't feel right to me. So the first one we're pulling out is Prowl's little accessory kit. He gets a little gun, and he gets a little light bar. Come here, light bar. Come on. It's okay. Come out of your shell. It's all right. It's all right. See? The world's a nice place, little light bar. All right. Any more in the spider egg? No. No more in the spider egg. We can throw the spider egg on the floor. Okay. So we got the little gun. And right. This is Prowl's gun. Cool. I've had this little gun floating around my collection for a little while. I forgot who it belonged to. All right. So let's give Prowl his weapon. There it is. And just put it in your hand. Nice. There we go. And you know what? We'll give him the light bar on his arm. Because why not? This guy has the same amount of siege ports. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 is the back. Then 8 and 9 on the knees. Nothing lower than that. And on the bottom of the feet, we have no ports. Oh wait, we got 10 and 11 right on the bottom of the feet at the heels. So 11 siege ports for Prowl. Yeah, back in the day of siege ports. I love the siege ports. I just liked how it worked out pretty well. All right, so that's Prowl. Let's set him off over here. Now let's open up Ironhide's package. Here's Ironhide's package. Let's get into it. Just rip all of this apart. Just rip it in. Rip into it. We're ripping into it. Ooh, blast effects. More blast effects. Yeah. Okay, let's pull out this one. There it is. Oh, I've got so many of these. Actually, no, I don't actually have many of this type of blast effect. These are nice. Let's set that one and that one there. Let's pull out. Ooh, fun blast effect. Okay, we'll plug that blast effect in. Hey, plug in. Hey, plug in now. That's a good blast effect. Okay, what else we got in this little package? We've got Ironhide. We got more blast effect. Ooh, it's a little twisted. Oh, it's the laser blast effect. That's fun. Let's plug that in. There it goes. And these blast effects seem a bit softer than normal. This one's also bent because they wrapped it too tight. Come on, guys. Stop wrapping things so tight. And hey, I think this is going to be the cheapest way to get a hold of these blast effects. I bought this thing for $36 because it's currently on sale. And I thought $36 is a good deal for, there's a second spider egg in here. $36 is a pretty good deal for a Voyager and a Deluxe plus blast effects. And these end up being blast effects that you can only get with figures that cost exorbitant amounts of money. So if you wanted to get yourself some nice, clean blast effects that are a little droopy, that's a droopy one. We're going to have to figure out how to fix that droopiness. You can get this package. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And it's a good source of blast effects. Good ones, too. They came with Jetfire. Not all of them. They seem, Jetfire had a few more. But, I'm going to throw that spider egg on the floor. All right, let's go ahead and give him his guns. Here's one gun, sir. Here's 2 guns, sir. There you are. There's your weapons. Okay, now let's battle damage them. Yeah. Okay. So we got these 2 guys here. We're gonna put this big broad spectrum one right here on his. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that. I wish they had given us some of the flatter ones that we got with some of the CG stuff. You know, the battle masters and stuff like that. Yeah, that point is just not strong enough. But it's okay because I have blast effects that will work there on Scorponok over here. Come here, Scorponok, buddy. Oh, Black Zerk, I mean. There, that's the one I want. Excellent. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good blast effect to use. Boom, plug that guy in. Yeah, that's a better blast effect for battle damage. You gave us the wrong blast effects. You gave us a bunch of pew pew blast effects instead of a boom boom blast effects. So that's him. This blast effect on. Now let's go ahead and we'll just plug in this big one here because Ironhide got hit with a big thing, and it's just not going to be able to fit in there because the area is just too short. So we're going to have to take the big blast effect off the back. Seriously, guys, why did you put the bigger ones in here? We got all these small blast effects you could only get with Battle Masters, and it was super annoying. Hasbro. And that one's not connecting in either. All right, what about just the laser? Just the laser. We're just doing the laser now. Can you stay in? Can you stay in? It's not staying in. I mean, it kind of stays in, but it sucks. That's sad. Everyone was saying how nice it is that you can plug the blast effects in, but that's not a very sturdy spot. And this one just kind of droops. What about this one? This one seems to be a good one to use, so we're just going to plug this guy in there. That works the best, but it still falls out. They didn't give us a good enough siege port in there to actually attach blast effects appropriately. So, final thoughts on this thing before I let you go. I think the battle damage is really cool. I do love it when they do battle damage, and I appreciate the fact that this isn't just painted on battle damage. This is actually sculpted in battle damage. But I also see a huge lack of foresight in here, Hasbro. You could have put some of the more interesting and unique blast effects, like what I have on Prowl here. And let's take a look at this blast effect from Prowl. Let's put this blast effect in Ironhide's little chamber area. That one holds in. That one holds in better, and it actually, in my opinion, looks better. That looks better than what we got. So that's my final thoughts on it. If you want these two figures, and you want them at a decent rate because Prowl is just astronomically expensive, then get this set. Just understand that the blast effects are not the blast effects you should be using to do battle damage for these guys. There are better blast effects out there, and it is a shame, in my opinion, that we have not gotten a re-release of the blast effects that came with the original Battle Masters from Siege. Each one of those blast effects was unique and really interesting, and also had some really good battle effects on it. I like the little explosions, like what I just put in his chest here. I don't even know where that came from, but I love it. And Hasbro, why aren't you giving us more of these fun blast effects? Why do you keep giving us these crappy pew pew blast effects, the giant explosions that only fit in half the guns out there? It's annoying. So my overall rating on this is no mold degradation, and I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10 because the blast effects honestly just you peed me off a bit, and his siege port isn't tight enough to hold the blast effects that we get with this set. In his siege port, Prowl's siege peg isn't long enough in order to support the weight of the blast effects they both came with. So neither of them can really use the blast effects they came with effectively. And that means they get a point removed. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Today I'm expecting gears in the mail. Super excited about that. And I have a dentist appointment I need to get ready for. So thank you all so much for watching and or listening. And please tune in next Prime where we'll do all this again with something new. Bye-bye for now.